Hello, my friend, and welcome. If you've stopped learning English for a while, if you've felt stuck, ashamed, or even afraid to begin again, this episode is for you. Because today, we are not just talking about grammar, vocabulary, or listening practice. We are talking about coming back. We are talking about how to restart your English journey with confidence, with clarity, and with new hope. You are not behind. You are not too late. And you are not starting from zero. Let's walk through this together, step by step, because your English journey is still alive, and it's time to begin again. Why we stop, and why. That's okay. Sometimes, life gets in the way. You start with good intentions. You buy the books. You download the apps. You promise yourself, this time, I will learn English. But then, work becomes stressful. Family needs more attention. Your motivation disappears. Your confidence drops. And one day, you stop. Just for a while. Then that while becomes a week. Then a month. And before you know it, it's been years. You forget the words you used to know. You feel nervous when you try to speak, and you say to yourself, I should start again, but I don't know how. If this is you, listen closely. You are not alone. Thousands, even millions, of learners around the world have paused their English journey at some point in their life. And that does not make you lazy. That does not mean you failed. It simply means you're human. And it's okay. It's okay to stop. It's okay to rest. It's okay to fall behind sometimes. What matters is that you return, not with guilt, not with pressure, but with kindness, with curiosity, with a small step. Restarting your English journey is not about being perfect. It's about being brave. You are not starting from zero. You are starting from experience. You know what worked before. You know what didn't. You know the feeling of progress and the fear of failure. That wisdom is powerful, and now it's time to use it. Let's move forward, not fast, but with purpose. Because when you restart with kindness, you don't just learn better. You enjoy it more. And that joy is the secret to lasting progress. The fear of beginning again, and how to overcome it. Let's be honest. Sometimes, the hardest part is not learning English. It's starting again after a long break. You feel afraid. Afraid you forgot everything. Afraid others are far ahead. Afraid you'll fail again. That fear is heavy. It whispers in your mind. You're too old now. You missed your chance. You should be better by now. But here's the truth. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. Right now. And your fear? It's not your enemy. It's just a signal, a sign that you care. Fear means you still want this. You still hope. You still dream. That's a good thing, because people who feel nothing, they don't grow. But you still feel something, so how do you face this fear? One simple word, gently. You don't need to push hard. You don't need to study for hours. You just need to begin softly. Read a short story. Watch a 5-minute English video. Repeat one phrase aloud. Tiny actions, zero pressure. Just progress. Every step matters, even if it's small, especially if it's small. Because small steps are the ones we repeat. And repetition is the road to fluency. So when fear comes, Don't fight it. Talk to it. Say, I see you, but I'm still going. And then take one step. That's it. Because every brave learner you admire, they also began again. And now it's your turn. How to reset your mindset for English learning. Before you touch a textbook. Before you open your English app. Before you press play on a new podcast. You need to do one important thing. Reset your mindset. Because learning English isn't just about the words. It's about the way you think about the words. If you begin with stress, if you begin with pressure, if you begin with guilt, you will not enjoy the journey. And if you don't enjoy the journey, you won't stay on the path. So let's reset your mind. Let's begin again with a new way of thinking. Here's what I want you to believe. Starting today. Progress is not fast. It's real. You don't need to be the fastest. You need to be consistent. Learning slowly and deeply is better than rushing and forgetting. Mistakes are not shameful. They are useful. Every time you say something wrong, you're one step closer to saying it right. Comparison kills joy. Don't compare your English to others. Compare it to yourself. Yesterday. One good word is better than 100 forgotten ones. Focus on meaning, not just memory. Feel the words. Use the words. Don't just memorize. Live them. You are allowed to start again. Again and again if needed. This is your journey, your timing, your choice. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, and say this to yourself. I'm not behind, I'm learning again. This time, I do it for me. When your mindset changes, your results follow. Because English is not only about language, it's about identity. And when you change your thinking, you don't just restart your English. You restart your confidence, rebuilding your English routine. One habit at a time. Restarting doesn't mean doing everything at once. It means choosing one small habit and sticking with it, not for a day, but for a week, then another week, then a month. Soon your confidence returns. So let's build your English habits, one at a time. But before we begin, repeat this with me. I don't need a perfect plan. I just need a small habit. Here are some powerful small habits you can choose from. Today. Habit 1. One English sentence every morning. Wake up. Say something in English. Anything. Today is going to be a good day. I will try my best. It only takes 10 seconds, but it trains your brain to start in English. Habit 2. One English video a day. Short, simple, fun, maybe a story, maybe a lesson, maybe a voice like this one. Just press play and listen. Habit 3. One sentence you write before bed. No pressure. Just write what you felt, what you learned, or what you want. One line a day. You'll build your voice gently. Habit 4. Say out loud what you do. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm making tea. I'm going to work. Use your daily life as your classroom. You don't need a special time. You just need to speak while you live. Habit 5. Celebrate your effort. Not the results, not the test scores, not the grammar rules. Celebrate the fact that you tried. That's what keeps you going. Start with one habit, any habit. Then do it again tomorrow, and again. Because fluency doesn't come from big effort once. It comes from tiny effort, many times. You don't need a strict schedule. You need a rhythm, and your rhythm can begin Now. How to use what you already know. Here's something most learners forget. You already know a lot of English, even if it's been a long time, even if you forgot the details, even if you feel rusty. There's English already inside you, in your memory, in your ears, in your mouth. It's just sleeping, and your job now is not to learn everything again. It's to wake it up. How do you do that? You use what you already know. Start with the basics. Don't chase complicated words. Go back to your foundation. Say, "How are you? My name is, I like coffee. I work in a hospital. I'm learning English again." These are not baby sentences. They are building blocks. You build your confidence by saying them again and again. Next, don't be afraid to repeat. Repetition is not boring. It's powerful. Watch the same video 5 times. Repeat the same phrase 10 times. It's not lazy. It's smart. Then, connect the dots. You already know go, to, and market. Now say, "I go to the market." You know study in English. Now say, "I study English every day." You don't need new words every day. You need to use old ones in new ways. Language isn't just about knowing. It's about using, and the more you use what you already know, the faster you grow. So don't say, "I forgot everything." Say, "I'm waking it up," because your English isn't gone. It's just waiting for you to speak. The power of listening and how it helps you. Restart. When you restart your English journey, you don't need to speak first. You don't need to write first. You need to listen. Why? Because listening is how babies learn. It's how our brains absorb rhythm, sound, and meaning. It's how you start to feel the language, not just study it. Listening is not passive. It's not lazy. It's active training for your ears and your brain. And the best part? You can listen anywhere. On your way to work, while doing dishes, while walking, even while resting. Let English become the background music of your day, but not just any English. Choose content that speaks to your heart. Motivational podcasts, simple story lessons, real people talking naturally, not too fast, not too slow, just real and clear. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Understanding is the result, not the requirement. Your brain is always working, always learning, even when it feels slow. Here's a tip. When you listen, repeat short phrases. Aloud. Say them like music. I believe in myself. I can learn again. I am enough. This is called shadowing, and it's one of the most powerful techniques for fluency. No grammar book can give you the natural rhythm of English, but your ears can. The more you hear it, the more you feel it, the more you can speak it. So before you worry about talking, before you worry about writing, just listen. Because listening is the bridge that brings English back into your life. And every time you press play, you're pressing restart, speaking again. Even when you feel nervous. Let's talk about speaking. It's the part that scares most people, especially after a long break. You think, what if I make a mistake? What if people laugh at me? What if I sound silly? These thoughts are normal. They don't mean you're weak. They mean you're trying. So let's make speaking feel easier, lighter, less scary. Here's the first secret. You don't need someone else to speak. You can speak alone, and it still counts. Try this. Stand in front of a mirror. Look into your own eyes and say, I am learning again. I will not give up. I'm proud of myself. That's not just speaking. That's power. Then, go simple. Describe what you see around you. This is my desk. I'm drinking tea. I hear a bird outside. It may feel strange at first, but it's real practice. You are not performing. You are training. Your voice matters, even if no one hears it yet, and when you feel ready, record yourself. Say one sentence. Listen to it, not to judge it, but to get used to your own sound. Repeat the sentence. Say it again, a little smoother. This is how you become confident, one sentence at a time, one moment at a time. You don't need to speak perfectly. You need to speak bravely, and every word you say is proof that you haven't given up. Even if your voice shakes, even if you pause often, it's okay, because every learner who speaks fluently today once felt exactly like you. They just didn't stop. And now, neither will you. How to practice English alone and make it work, you might be wondering. How can I practice English if I'm alone? No teacher, no partner. What can I do? Here's the truth. You don't need a classroom. You don't need a conversation partner. You don't even need a perfect plan. You just need a few simple methods and a little courage. Let me show you how to practice English. Completely by yourself. Mirror talk. Stand in front of your mirror. Look at yourself like you're meeting someone new and say, "Hi, how are you today? I feel a little nervous, but I'm proud I'm speaking." This builds confidence because you're not just using English, you're seeing yourself use it. Shadowing play, a video or podcast. Repeat each sentence right after you hear it. Copy the tone, the emotion, the rhythm. It's okay if you're slow. Just focus on sound. Shadowing helps you speak more naturally without memorizing. Story retelling. Listen to a short story in English. Then pause and try to tell the story again in your own words. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're building memory, and memory becomes fluency. Daily life commentary. Talk about what you're doing as you do it. I'm making coffee. I'm opening the window. I'm reading the news. Your home becomes your language lab. Every action is a chance to speak. Record yourself. Open your phone. Press record. Speak for 1 minute. You can talk about your day, your feelings, your dreams. Then play it back. Not to criticize, but to celebrate. You'll hear your courage, and you'll want to do it again. Write and speak. Write a few sentences, then read them aloud. Writing helps you organize. Speaking helps you express. Together, they grow your voice. Practicing alone is not a weakness, it's a secret strength. Because if you can speak with yourself, you can speak with anyone. And when you learn to be your own teacher, you become unstoppable, making English part of your real life. Again, learning English isn't just about study time. It's not only something you do with books or lessons. To restart your English journey fully, you need to bring English into your real life. Not just as a subject, but as a companion. Here's how. Change your phone language. It's a simple step, but powerful. When your phone is in English, you read it every day without thinking. You'll start recognizing settings, commands, and new words naturally. Label things around your house. Write small labels for everyday items. Mirror. door, fridge, notebook. Every time you see the word, you remember it, without stress. This turns your home into your classroom. Watch everyday English content. Watch cooking shows in English. Listen to fitness videos. Watch travel vlogs. Why? Because you learn natural, real-life expressions, not just textbook phrases. Shop in English. Next time you search online for something, try typing in English. Want a recipe? Search in English. Looking for a product? Use English terms. This builds vocabulary you actually use. Change your inner voice. This one is powerful. Try thinking in English, just for a few minutes a day. Ask yourself, what do I need to do today? Should I take a break now? How am I feeling right now? Answer in English. Even if it's just simple phrases, you're not just practicing. You're becoming bilingual in your thoughts. Talk to AI or chatbots in English. Yes, even AI tools can be your conversation partners. Write or speak to them in English. It's private, it's safe, and it helps you respond in real time. English is not just something you study, it's something you live. So bring it into your cooking, your cleaning, your driving, your resting. When English becomes part of your daily life, you stop learning it and start living it, and that is when your journey becomes real. How to set gentle, clear goals that actually work. Let's talk about goals. Not the kind that stress you, not the kind that make you feel guilty. Let's talk about gentle goals, simple goals, goals that make you feel proud, not pressured. Because when you're restarting, you don't need to chase perfection. You need to build momentum. Here's how to do that. Start tiny. Don't say, I'll study 2 hours every day. Say, I'll watch 1 video today. Say, I'll speak for 2 minutes. That's not weak. That's smart, because you're training your brain to show up, not burn out. Make it specific. Vague goals don't help. Be clear. Instead of, I want to improve my English, say, I will write 3 sentences about my day. I will listen to English for 5 minutes. I will learn 1 new word today. Small and clear, sounds powerful and doable. Track your progress. You don't need a fancy app. A notebook is enough, or even just your phone. Write what you did today, even if it's just 1 word. Why? Because when you see your effort, you believe in it more. Be flexible. Some days you'll feel strong. Some days you won't. It's okay. Your goal isn't to be perfect. Your goal is to return, even if you pause. Come back again, gently. Celebrate the small wins. You watched a video? Good job. You spoke 1 sentence? Amazing. You understood 1 phrase today? That's progress. Clap for yourself. Don't wait for a certificate. Don't wait for someone to praise you. You're doing something brave. That's worth celebrating. Gentle goals are not less serious. They're more sustainable because they give you space. Space to grow, space to breathe, space to love English again. You don't need a hard plan. You need a kind direction. So today, choose 1 gentle goal and take 1 soft step. That's how real journeys begin. What to do on days you feel like giving up. Let's be real. Some days you'll feel tired. Some days nothing will make sense. Some days your motivation will disappear and you'll think, what's the point? Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I should quit. But here's the truth. These days are part of the journey. They are not signs that you should stop. They are signs that you're growing, because growth is not always exciting. Sometimes growth is quiet, messy, lonely, but it's still growth. So what can you do on those hard days? Let me show you. Do one tiny thing. Even if you feel zero energy, choose the smallest possible action. Just one word, one sentence, one breath of English. That one small thing keeps the flame alive. Don't judge yourself. You're not lazy. You're not slow. You're just human. Everyone feels like quitting sometimes. What matters is what you do next. Be gentle with yourself. Speak kindly to your own heart. Remember why you started. Take a moment. Close your eyes. Ask yourself, why did I want to learn English in the first place? To connect with people, to travel, to grow, to dream bigger. Your reason is still there. It's just quiet today. Let it speak again. So, change your environment. Maybe you need new energy. Step outside. Play background English audio while walking. Change your study place. Change your routine. Sometimes your brain doesn't need more pressure. It just needs new air. Rest. Then return, yes. Sometimes the best thing to do is stop for the day. Not forever. Just rest. Let your mind breathe. Then, try again tomorrow. You don't fail when you feel tired. You fail only if you never come back. But you're coming back. You're listening now. That means you're still here. And being here, even on the hard days, is proof that you haven't given up. So take one more soft step forward, even if it's slow, even if it's quiet. You're still moving, and that's more than enough. Turning frustration into fuel for growth frustration. It shows up when things feel slow, when progress is invisible, when you try and still feel stuck. You might think, I'm working hard. Why am I not improving? What's wrong with me? Why does it feel so difficult? But here's a gentle reminder. Frustration is not a wall. It's a signpost. It means you care. It means you're ready for a shift. It means your mind is stretching, and stretching always feels uncomfortable. So how do you turn frustration into fuel? Let's begin. Stop and name. It's say the feeling out loud. I feel frustrated right now. Don't push it away. Name it. Breathe through it. Feelings that are named lose their power. Ask, what's actually wrong? Often it's not English. It's the pressure. It's the self-judgment. It's the fear that you'll never be enough, but you are enough. Even when progress is slow. Change the focus. When frustration builds, stop chasing hard grammar. Stop pushing for perfect pronunciation. Go back to joy. Watch a funny video. Listen to a simple song. Read a children's book. Let your brain relax into learning again. Talk to yourself like a friend. If a friend said, I'm frustrated, would you say, you're a failure? Of course not. You'd say, you're doing great. You've come so far. Take a break. Come back later. Say that to yourself. Be your own friend on this journey. Trust the invisible growth. Not all progress is visible. Sometimes the learning is happening underneath, in your ears, in your brain, in your heart. And one day, when you least expect it, you'll say something fluently, and you'll think, wait, Did that just come out of my mouth? Yes. Because frustration didn't stop you. It trained you. So next time it comes, don't run away. Say, I see you. I hear you. But I'm still going. And that mindset will take you further than you ever imagined. Rediscovering the joy of English. After a break, let's talk about something important, something often forgotten. Joy. You didn't start learning English just for tests, not just for jobs, not just to impress anyone. You started because something inside you wanted to grow. You wanted to connect, to understand movies without subtitles, to travel and talk freely, to read books that moved your heart, to feel smart, to feel seen. And maybe after a long break, you forgot what joy feels like in English. But here's the beautiful truth. You can find it again. And when you do, your journey becomes lighter, more fun, more alive. So how do you rediscover joy in English? Here are a few soft, powerful ways. Go back to what made you smile. Was it music, a cartoon, a funny show, a video that made you feel understood? Find it, rewatch it, let yourself enjoy it without pressure. Learn like a child again. No shame. No fear, just curiosity. Play word games, read easy stories, sing silly songs. Let your inner child feel safe again. You don't need to be serious all the time. Joyful learning is powerful learning. Celebrate what you can do. Even if it's just one phrase. Even if it's basic. Say, I can understand this now. I didn't know this last year. This word feels good in my mouth. Joy grows when we notice the good. Create English moments that feel like you make your own rituals. Tea and a podcast, walk and a video, notebook and one sentence before bed. Turn learning into something beautiful, something personal. Connect with others, gently. Join a safe online group. Comment on a YouTube video. Watch other learners share their journey. You're not alone. Seeing others try helps you try again, too. Joy doesn't have to be loud. It can be quiet, soft, warm. It's the smile after understanding a sentence, the excitement of learning a new word, the pride of showing up again, even after falling behind. So let English bring you joy again. Not stress, not shame, but joy. Because joy is not just a feeling. It's fuel, and with joy in your heart, you'll go further than you ever thought possible. You might not realize it yet, but the fact that you're restarting is a sign of strength. Yes, strength, because restarting takes more courage than starting. When you begin something for the first time, everything is new. You feel excited. You dream big. But when you restart, you carry more. You carry memories, doubts, past disappointments, moments where you tried and stopped. And yet, here you are, showing up again. That's not weakness. That's power. Let's make this clear. Restarting means you refuse to give up, even when it was hard, even when time passed, even when you felt lost. You came back, and that comeback is your superpower. It means you are not afraid to begin again. It means you are growing. It means you are becoming the kind of person who does not quit forever. You paused. That's okay. We all pause sometimes, but then you made a choice. I want to try again. And that choice? It changes everything. Because restarting means you're wiser now. You know what distracted you. You know what discouraged you. You know what didn't work before. So this time, you move smarter, slower, more gently. And that kind of restart? It's deeper, it's stronger, it's real. You're not starting from zero. You're starting from experience, from hope, from healing. So don't hide your restart. Honor it. Say it out loud. I'm learning again. This is my second beginning, and that's a beautiful thing. Because in life, some of the most powerful journeys begin after the break, and yours is just beginning again now. You're not behind, you're becoming. So here we are, you've made it to the end of this journey. Or maybe the beginning of a new one. And now, I want you to take a breath. A real one. Soft, gentle, deep. Because today, you didn't just listen to a podcast. You made a decision. To return. To restart. To believe again. That's not easy. It's brave. Now, let me tell you something you might need to hear. You are not behind. It doesn't matter if you stopped for 1 year, or 5, or 10. You are not behind. Because the moment you take one step forward, you are already moving. Learning English is not a race. There is no finish line. There is only movement, growth, and change. And you are changing. Every word you speak, every sentence you try, every time you choose to show up, you are becoming something more. You're becoming more confident, more consistent, more connected to the world and to yourself. You're not learning English only for vocabulary. You're learning it to expand your life, to speak your truth, to open new doors, to meet new people, to read your favorite books in their original voice, to dream bigger dreams. And that journey, it starts with one thing: showing up again. So if no one has said it to you today, let me be the first. I'm proud of you for listening, for trying, for not giving up completely. I'm proud that you're still willing to grow, to improve, to believe that better is still possible. Because it is. Your English journey is not over. It's just being reborn. So move forward, slowly, gently, boldly. Step by step, day by day. And remember, you're not behind, you're becoming. And your next chapter, it's going to be your best one yet. Thank you for being here, my friend. Whether you're starting again for the first time, or the 5th, or the 15th, you are always welcome. This podcast was created to walk beside you through the pauses, the restarts, and the beautiful slow magic of becoming fluent in English and in life. So don't stop now. This is your moment. Pick up your voice, pick up your hope, and take your next step forward, because your English journey is waiting, and it's ready when you are.